Hey friends, happy Wednesday. No, happy Tuesday. I don't get to say that very often. Surprise and welcome. Um, Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay and welcome to my little crafty corner of the internet. My name is Robin and I'm with Robin's A Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. So once you hop on the live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I'm live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person is probably watching from a different platform. If at any time tonight you like what you see and you think others should see this project, please feel free to share me wherever you have permission. Please don't spam me anywhere, but share me. Tag your crafty friends, invite them to watch along with you. If you are on Facebook, I would appreciate a heart and a follow. If you are on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe. So with that, I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. He says, happy Tuesday. Man, I got to fix my lighting because it looks like I have cry marks or streak marks or something. My frames are, I promise I'm not bruised. I don't have streak marks. I haven't been crying. It's just the shadows of my frames. So I am surprising you with a live. We created this last night, our cute little simple oval using the Gather Here C-sized transfer. So I didn't have time to finish a messy bow, so I promised you that I would hop on after Grow Group and help you. You can help me finish a messy bow for our cute little simple oval. I've put a cart link in the description of the video that has all of the products to make this. So it is the 18 by 11.5 inch simple oval. It is the size C Gather Here transfer, so it includes the text Gather Here and this cable knit herringbone sweater pattern. And then we also now have the scallop slim cut border. So that is all. And then I used butterscotch paste, which currently is sold out. It is an in vogue color, but you could also mix bumblebee and camel to maybe get close to butterscotch. I used Dune for the text and the background under the cable knit. It is also sold out, but you could probably use camel and bright white and mix that to get a kind of a creamy Dune color. And then I also used the new in vogue Wrangler color. Wrangled or I think it's Wrangled. It is the actual cable knit. So I've got kind of a yellow, mustard, navy blue colorway going on. So tonight we're going to make a messy bow. And I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera. So if you missed last night's tutorial, go ahead and watch that. It is live for the next 30 days on, or it is available as a replay for the next 30 days on Facebook. It is available indefinitely on my YouTube channel. Just search Robin's A Blue Creations on YouTube and it should pop up. So make sure you go watch that so you can see how we made that. So I pulled out some of my fabrics. I have this one. So it has some kind of that cream and brown. And then I also picked out this one. And then I have just kind of a cream color. It's a little more creamy than the text, but I thought it might work well. I also got into my blue container and I found some of these, which we could probably maybe get rid of the cream if we did those. This one is kind of a floral. This one is kind of a pillow ticking. And then I also have a blue bandana. So those I think might work. I also pulled out some yarn. So I have some navy kind of chunkier yarn here. And then this is kind of a cross between a mustard. It's not quite yellow. It's not quite orange. This actually matches better, but it doesn't show up very well like it does on camera. It's better in person than it is in camera, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think we'll try this definitely. I'll think about those two. And then I have my trusty Bodabra, mini Bodabra. So let's get to ripping some fabric. So I try to source, excuse me, most of my fabric is either it's a fat quarter or it's a bandana or it's just remnants. Like I think this was a set. Well, I know both of these were sets of fat quarters that came together. About every time I am at Hobby Lobby, I go check the remnant section to see if there's anything there that I could use. Hello, Miss Bonita. She says hello from her easy chair. Welcome, welcome. You love this noise? What kind of noise? So I always check the remnant section, almost always, I shouldn't say always, but I almost always check the remnant section at Hobby Lobby. Oh, I thought of another, there might be another fabric I could use. So again, fat quarters, remnants, or bandanas. I love the bandanas. They're one of my favorites because one, they're lightweight, and two, they don't have a wrong side and a right side. They're the same. They're the same print off front and back. Oh, you love the noise of ripping fabric. Okay, so I'm going to try to cut these into thirds-ish. I probably just need to get rid of my ribbon because I don't have a whole lot of it anyway, but I just prefer fabric. I think because you don't have to floof fabric, or yeah, it is what it is. So this is the kind of the vintage or coffee. It almost looks coffee stained. I should probably tear it that way, but I think I want to go against the stripes. And I think I'll only need one or two because this is a long, oops, I got a tickle. This is a long piece of fabric. So I just put a little snip at the end of my fabric and pull it apart. I got you both. Okay, so yeah, that should be plenty. I don't want it too long because I don't want it to cover up my text. Let's see. If I don't fold this as I go, it'll be a big old wad when I'm done. So bear with me. If I sort of clean up as I go, it won't be such a big mess when I'm done, because I have issues with putting stuff away when I'm done. I'm trying to, of course, it's a constant battle of trying to get unburied from my craft room. I just have too much stuff. Oops, that's not going to rip well. Okay. I'll make the best of it. Okay. So we'll cut that one. Some of these will be a little skinnier. Bonita says she knows exactly what I mean. Fold as you go, yeah, fold, yeah. Otherwise, it'll just be a big wadded mess when I'm done. This way I can just stick them back in my baskets when it's just easier to clean and keep up that way. Okay. My boss asked me this morning, he says, so how did your live go? And I said, it went well. I said, I have to go live again tonight so I can finish my project, because I'm always saying I'll make the bow later off camera, and it's like 4 weeks later and I still haven't made said bow. So I figured if I came on tonight, I'd get it done and either hang it up or sell it. Okay, I think these two will go. They work. This one might be a little more brown, but I think we'll try it. It'll represent the scallop brown. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, man. There we go. So I'm trying to just fold them sort of kind of into thirds, give or take. And then I cut those in half. This must have been a remnant, because I might have cut it that way. I don't think I would have cut it there's some weird corners out of that one. Okay. Okay, so then those will be ready to go. We'll cut these, and then I may have one more fabric that might work. It might be a little too odd, but we'll see. I have some yardage fabric that I always forget about because it's in different baskets that aren't see-through. I guess I should kind of tear off a hunk and put it in my room knit baskets. I was wondering, this might be a little far off, but I have this cow print in my stash. If it rips, it may not rip. It might be too thick because it's more of a similar to canvas. What do you think? You think I should try it? I could always try just a couple of strands. I guess I can tear off a few. I think I must have made some pumpkins with it. Let's see if it'll tear. It may not tear. Sometimes, yeah, oh, it does. Kind of. I'll just do a couple and we'll see what we think. Oh, now that I've messed up all of my piles. Okay. Let's see. So maybe I'll just fold this up, and if it maybe it'll fit in my brown remnant basket. Okay, so let's get our piles back together. And then we still need to decide if we want to add some, see what yarn looks like. I don't know. Maybe if we're going to add the cow print, we should not add a yarn. I don't know. I just thought it would be some different texture. Plus I have so much of it I need to get used up. Situation's gonna change. I should say cow hide. It's not really cow print. It's more hide. So how's everyone's Tuesday been? Oops. Okay. Yarn Yene. Just going to add a piece of twine to my Bodabra. I'll cut a couple. Well, I think if I add it, it'll be, even though these aren't bows, I might add a bow. We'll do a couple of layers and then we'll see what we think. A little bit of yarn for accent. I wonder if I should put it on the bottom then. Let's try it on the bottom. Maybe, maybe not. I should have dug around to see if I have some raffia. We'll try that and see what that looks like. And then we'll plop this down in there. Probably won't be able to see that, but it will give it some depth. We'll try it. Doesn't work. Eh. No hair off my. I'm just gonna. I'm altering. Let's try that again. I'm just alternating these. No rhyme or reason. Yes, words are hard. It's weird. I should probably just leave this out, but or just keep it at the front. Just play with it. That'll probably be the last layer of that, though. We'll see. Those cow ones are a little long. last cow hide went that way, so I try to make sure the colors are going both directions. So like this one runs this way, so hopefully next time that I put that one down, it'll go the next direction, other direction. It doesn't always happen, but ooh, she's getting full. I think I'll save the rest because I will probably, hopefully, use this color combination again this fall. Should I add some yarn on top? Hopefully I have enough twine. Uh-oh. Situation's gonna change. Okay. I'm just going to pull that tight. Then I'm going to scrunch it and pull it tighter. There we go. Wait. Wait. Oh, wait, that's under. I was like, how did I end up with 3 bows? 3 loops, but that's because that's the loop underneath. Okay. And I'm going to take that around to the back. And tie it again. And try to get it tighter. That'll be what I tie onto my hanger. I don't know if I like the yarn, but it throws me off because I can see the loops underneath, and it makes me think I have them off-centered. Where'd my little tie go? Right here. So I'm just going to give it a kind of a shake and floof it out, and I'm definitely going to have to give it a haircut. Try to pull out some of these loose threads. I'm going to just kind of plop it down right here. Well, I guess I can give it a haircut when it's all the way on. See, this little loop is, one of these loops is throwing me off because it actually goes underneath. So it looks like this side has 3 loops and this side only has 2. I guess I could, there. Well, now they both have 3. Okay, well I think that'll work. She just needs a haircut. But I want to get it put on first. So let's get, is that going to be, yep. I'm going to use my mat, the grid on my mat to help. It's pretty much dead even right there. So this is a centering ruler on this side. So I'm going to line it up on my mat. I'm going to put the 0 lined up with this inside of this scallop, and then I'm going to use the cross lines of my grid to help mark a spot. So let's see if one of these pens works. Oops. So I don't think I'm even anywhere, but I'll try that. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up. I don't think I'm even. Okay. I lined up the 5 with this line and the 5 with this line. So I'm going to come in at like 3.5 here, 3.5 here. And I have 2 little black dots. That's about the best way I know to make my marks. And then if you have the punch from Couture, this will punch through this because this is only like, I don't even think it's 1/8 of an inch. It might only be 1/16 of an inch wide. It doesn't say. For thick. So that punch will punch through. I don't prefer that one because it has very large holes. So I prefer my big bite. It goes through up to 1/4 inch thick. I'm going to use the smaller hole tonight just because I'm using smaller twine, thinner twine. So I'm just lining up the hole punch with those marks, and it goes through like butter. So if you do door hangers that are up to 1/4 of an inch thick, I would invest in one of these. It's much easier than a drill, a lot less mess, and you don't get the cutout that you get, or the tear out that you get when you use a drill. I do not like the tear out. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to cut, quit saying gonna, I'm going to cut 2 strands. Now I can sit back down. I didn't even check my microphone tonight. Is it okay? No one said anything. So I cut 2 strands. They're around 20 inches-ish. And I just folded those in half. If you can't get them through, I have a hack for that. I always save all of my thin twisty ties because they make great threaders. That's right. I saw that it was your anniversary. Happy anniversary. 42. Wow. That's fantastic. Congratulations and happy anniversary. I saw somebody post that today. Let's see, I'm going to squeeze that just so it's a little thinner to go through my hole. Perfectamundo. Perfect as threaders. Same way with this one. Jason says, happy anniversary, Bonita. Okay, so we have our twine hangers. And then I just kind of put them together up here. And then I put those in a knot. Oops, preferably more toward the center. What? That didn't work. Bonita says thanks. You are welcome, friend. Okay. That's close enough. Okay, so then let's take our bow, find our little tie strings. Get some more of those loose threads off. Okay. Okie doke. And I'm simple. I don't add any greenery. I'm sure it would look better. I think some of those cotton buds would look really pretty, kind of fit into the whole kind of natural creamy color scheme. But I don't have anything like that. Okay, so let's give this thing a haircut. I'm gonna blow my nose. Thought I had some hand sanitizer, but I don't. This is probably for me, but I'm still going to wipe my hands after I wiped my nose with the Kleenex. Just to be sanitary. Okay. Okay, so let's give this thing a haircut. A little bit of one. Those scissors are terrible. It doesn't need much of a haircut, I don't think, but I do like to make sure the fabrics up near the top are a little shorter. It just kind of gives it some layers, so it seems a little fuller, at least in my mind. Oops. And then I'm going to tie the ends of the yarn so that they can fray to a point. Oops, kind of made that one too short. And if I see any that are just kind of wayward, a little long, let's give them a little haircut. I think I know some of these cow ones are a little long. God bless you. Jason sneezed on the other side of the door. What do y'all think? Ooh, that one is super long now. Anita says she likes it. She likes it a lot. Thank you. Jason says he loves it. Good, because it might end up on our front door or somewhere in our house. I don't know. Might also put it in one of my booths. I do need to, I need to get some more of these ovals. I like the shape. Okay. Okay, I think I'm officially ready for fall. I'm still not sold on the yarn, but it does add some texture and some dimension. Okay, I think that's super cute. If I do say so myself. Okay, let's pull that up. And I'll let you guys decide what you think. What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Just, it's got kind of cigar bar vibes. I like that. It's kind of a cognac. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Leather, you know, navy and leather, especially with that cow hide in there. I can't get it straight to save my life. There. Cool. I'm glad y'all like it. I'm glad it's done. I found one that I needed to cut. Now I lost it. I guess I didn't need to cut it that bad. It'll show itself again. Okay. Okie doke. Winnie says absolute thumbs up. Jason says beautiful. Well, thank you. And then you can always make it two-sided. So you could put something else on the back, which I might. Just need to take the sticker off. And hopefully it doesn't leave all that sticky residue. Nope. But yeah, you can totally make these double-sided. So you could do a Christmas version of the same thing with just a Christmas colorway. Okay, I'll take that off later. Okie doke. So we got that done. Check and check. Yay. I absolutely love the colors. So I will be live again tomorrow with a different project. Probably will still continue to be fall for the next several weeks. Don't forget about flat rate $8.99 shipping for perks and designers. Let's just go through that really quick. So we have this month's Club Couture kit, which is patterned chicken. It is a monthly subscription kit. We have the well-traveled color of the month ink. You can unlock that with the $75 purchase. I highly recommend you, if you're going to do some shopping, to join the perks program. Flat rate shipping for perks and designers through July 23rd. We had a Mickey and Friends autumn launch last week, and I do believe there may be another launch on Thursday. It's another collaboration, so stay tuned. It'll probably be Thursday morning at 9 a.m. And then the autumn collection launched launched on July 9th, and then I have my first Whatnot sale this Saturday, July 25th at 7:30 Central Time. There'll be a little bit of destash. There may be some retired A and B transfers and possibly some surfaces. I'll have some finished pieces, chalk couture and other, and then maybe some mystery bundles. And then, so yeah, I think that's going to be what that is. So lots to think about, lots to keep in mind. I will see you again tomorrow at 7:30 Central Time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me last night and tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.